Every parent has great hopes for their children. When we bring a child into the world, we hope and pray that they will be better students, athletes, and people than we were. But there are no parents that had higher hopes for their children than the parents of Charles and Sam Wiley, two unusual brothers. With just 1 year difference in their ages, Charles and Sam Wiley are brothers with a lot in common. Everyone who knows them offers the same descriptions.
Not only are they adaptive, they are very bright, they're quick, shrewd businessmen, but they have a heart.
They're kind, they're unselfish, they're uniquely philanthropic, and people know that their actions have spoken even louder than their words.
They're very fair, they're very patient, and they're very loyal with the people that work with them. They just couldn't be better.
They are passionate people, a lot of passion about what they do. They're trustworthy. They are uplifting. There's never a time that I'm not in their presence that I don't feel uplifted when I leave, and they're brave people.
Sam and Charles embraced the concept of community involvement from a very young age. They grew up in the small town of Delhi, Louisiana, based on a cotton economy, where their parents published the weekly newspaper.
Well, you learn to deal with deadlines because every week you have to get the paper completed. So it was a great sense of satisfaction once the paper was put to bed. I think the greatest thing was my dad was very close to the local government and local activities. So every weekday about 10 in the morning, he would go down and meet the mayor for a cup of coffee. And they would talk about what's going on. And so I think from that planted my interest in a wider sense of community.
The town was so small, you basically couldn't make a living off of a weekly newspaper, so you needed some other source of income. It was like the farmers who had a town job and who went out and got the crop in on other times. So they also had a Western Union telegraph franchise, which was my first getting into the information age. They also had a fire and casualty insurance agency. So I had more than an exposure to more than one kind of business.
Their parents' influence would later on help both Sam and Charles create exemplary businesses in diverse industries, secure jobs for thousands, promote economic growth across the country, and leave a generous philanthropic legacy. Sam followed his older brother Charles to Louisiana Tech, where Sam was freshman class president and student body president, and Charles president of both the Tea Club and his fraternity. Charles and Sam are the closest of siblings, a bond that has served them well in the business world. Known for their creativity and innovation, whether leading the way in university computing, changing the face of retailing with Michael's stores, or promoting environmentally friendly electricity through Green Mountain Energy, their entrepreneurial success will have a positive impact on our nation for decades to come.
They have great business experience. They have great instinct. They know what's right. They know what's wrong. They don't panic. They always hold the course.
Their history and what they've been able to accomplish speaks to their bravery, which is not the absence of fear, but acting in spite of their fear.
Sam and Charles have recognized and encouraged women at the highest level of business and have taken a lead in helping women become leaders. And I love them for that.
They work together as brothers and great friends. The main thing is that they're just so incredibly creative. They think of ways others have not thought of to do very special things, and they're very successful together.
Charles and Sam Wiley's greatest achievement has been their generosity. Throughout their lives, the two brothers have shared a philosophy of entrepreneurial giving, quietly contributing to numerous charitable causes. From medical research to social services, their long list of contributions to our quality of life, both locally and at the national level, has enriched us all.
I love Charles and Sam Wiley. They're great people. What they do is life-changing. It changes people's lives. And I guess the one thing that I want to make sure that Charles and Sam Wiley know, as well as all of their families, is that what they have done for the Salvation Army and what they have done for other nonprofits is significant. It's eternal. It has significant contributions of helping people change their lives. And I represent hundreds of thousands of people who will never see you, and I just humbly say thank you.
One thing I know to be true about both Sam and Charles is how deeply they cherish their families. I don't think there's anything closer to their hearts than their families. And I would even go so far as to say that that sense of family has grown to include employees and business acquaintances and so on. I don't have a doubt of it.
Together, they have supported educational programs and funded the University of Michigan's new Sam Wiley Hall. Sam's proudest accomplishment has been backing the creation of Newsroom in Dallas, which evolved into the nationwide Jim Lehrer NewsHour, the gold standard for fair television journalism today. Sam and Charles' newest entrepreneurial investment, K-12, will provide a powerful new technology tool for students, parents, and teachers. But most important, their role as visionaries and mentors continues to inspire others to succeed.
The tallest building on our campus is named Wiley Tower. Of course, it was their donation that challenged the state to build Wiley Tower 32 years ago, and at that time was the tallest building in northern Louisiana. But they have consistently funded enhancements for faculty, and just recently Charles Wiley was the lead gift, a magnificent gift, to create the new Charles Wiley Athletic Center.
Charles and Sam have over the years supported many important kinds of institutions and organizations, but they have also led by example. They have sometimes given to projects that others didn't give to as generously, and as such, they've encouraged philanthropy. When the Wileys support a project, it means that project is important. It commands the attention of other people. The projects the Wileys care about mean something to the life of a community.
Sam and Charles have given generously to their own community, Dallas. They've given generously in the state to many causes. They've given of themselves to be active in the political arena in supporting candidates. I was a beneficiary of their support. My son, the President of the United States, was a beneficiary of their support. But they do it because they believe. They don't want anything. They do it because they think this guy's going to be able to work for the principles we believe in. And they're in politics for the right reason. They're in philanthropy for the right reason. They want to help others. They are what I would call true points of light.
He first arrived as a student.
In the community of Philadelphia, where we live, Jeanette and I, and Aramark also as a company, has given back to the community. Because if we make the community much better, then our life is enriched.